I would like to give introduction, sir.
Is it
Hello.
necessary?
Yes, sir, I think.
Okay, it's all right. Please continue.
Okay. Can I start, sir?
Yes, yes.
Hello. I'm
Yes,
audible to
yes,
everyone.
ma'am. Please. Yes, ma'am. Please.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
So- Okay. Okay. Good evening to one and all present here. Today is the second session of International Workshop on Digital Image Processing. I am much delighted to offer a hearty welcome to all. Before naming the resource person, I would like to give little information about him. Dr. Sardar Ananda Patil, presently working as a Vice Principal ASP College, Devruk, is one of the well-known geographer. He completed his graduation in the year 2003 from Shri Parab Saugulik College, Kotoli, and has completed his MA with research project in urban geography from Shivaji College, Satara, affiliated with Shivaji University, Kolhapur in the year 2005, and qualified for the UGC NET in the year 2008 and SAT in the year 2017. Since January 2009, he has been working as an assistant professor and head Department of Geography, SP College, Devruk. He has been awarded PhD degree Flood Disaster Management by Shivaji University, Kolhapur in the year 2010. Also, he completed a PG certificate course in geoinformatics from IGNOU, New Delhi. He is PhD and MPhil supervisor of University of Mumbai since 2017. Presently, 5 students doing research work for the award of PhD degree under his guidance in geography. He has participated in 8 weeks NNRMS sponsored certificate course on application of RS and GIS in urban and regional planning at IIRS Dehradun in 2015. Also, he has attended 8 training programs in the area of geospatial technology organized by various reputed institutes, universities throughout India. He has been affiliated by Maharashtra Bhugol Shastra Parishad, Pune with the Young Best Teacher Award in year 2015. He has organized more than 10 conference, seminars, workshops, etc. He is member of various academic organizations, associations such as the Deccan Geographical Society of India, Maharashtra Bhugol Shastra Parishad Pune, Hydrological Data User Group, Shivaji Vidyapit, Bhugol Shikshan Sanstha, Sangha, then Geographical Association of Goa, Konkan Geographical Association, etc. He has completed 4 minor research projects funded by UGC and University of Mumbai to each. He has published 3 books at the international level and published a total of 23 research papers in various research journals. He has delivered invited talks, chaired the session in 28 conference, seminar, workshop, etc. He edited 7 proceeding souvenirs and is member of the editorial board of 3 journals. He has presented his work in 47 conferences held in different corners of India. His research interest is in rural planning, environment geography, hazard studies, solid waste management, and urban geography. He has provided consultancy for the creation of geodatabase with the view of set up good governance to village Panutre district Kolhapur. The regional joint director government of Maharashtra. Higher education Konkan region Panvel has appointed Dr. Sardar Patil as a NAC coordinator for the Ratnagiri district NAC assistance committee formed under the leadership of Dr. Sanjay Jagtap in January 2020. He is one of the leading personality who have expertise in the area of API-based assessment system. He is providing consultancy of promotions related and other service related matters. In really today, we have a very dynamic resource person. I am sure all the participants will be enlightened related to effective use of open source geospatial technology of research. I invited Dr. Sardar Patil. Please start your today's sessions. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lalita madam. I think you introduced me much more, and the expectations at the end of participants must be higher. And definitely it should be, because we have joined this program with the motive. Let me share my screen. If I lost my connection in between, because when I'm presenting at that time, I'm not reading your face, neither I'm able to see you, only I can see my screen. Hence, if I lost my connection in between, just dial me at my personal number 8275, so that I can understand that I lost my connection, and I do the necessary requirements. Let me share my screen first and continue today's lecture. Very late, at around 2 o'clock, I understood that I need to present some matter to you. And it was the last year's experience that when last year we had conducted a national workshop on research methodologies in geography. At that time also some circumstances were arise, and I did as a fill gap for the same workshop. Today, I'm going to talk about sources of remote sensing data. Also, I will talk about, especially my focus will be Bhuvan Geoportal of India, and later on I will demonstrate on global Mapper GIS software. And through Global Mapper GIS software, we will learn how to generate contours, how to generate watersheds, how to take profiles that is necessary for various research works related to physical geography and especially geomorphology. Today, in this half an hour, I am going to talk about what is remote sensing. Then also I will focus on sources of pre-remote sensing data. I will demonstrate accessing the Bowen Geo portal, and also I will focus on use of global mapper GIS software. For today's lecture, if we talk about Bloom's taxonomy, I have set some certain objectives, and if you are able to get, we can assess your learning considering this Bloom's taxonomy. At that time, I will say that this lecture is really worth, and it has enlightened to you and provided some additional knowledge that is necessary for research and academics. After this lecture, you will be able to remember the sources of remote sensing data. Also, you will be able to understand the fundamentals of remote sensing. You will apply the global mapper software for physiographic analysis and outputs of global mappers. You will able to analyze the outputs of global mapper software. You will evaluate the watersheds generated through global mapper software, and at last you can create your own watershed model, and that will be helpful to pursue your research work. What is remote sensing? Remote sensing is an art and science of acquiring information about an object without being physical contacted. Suppose I am using this camera to get the information. At that time it will be remote sensing, but we are talking about not only remote sensing, we are talking about satellite remote sensing, because digital image processing is directly related with satellite remote sensing. Remote sensing, when we talk about remote sensing, it is of two types, that is imaging and non-imaging, active and passive, etc. When we talk about GIS, what is GIS? GIS is a computer assisted system specially used for mapping, manipulation, monitoring, and measuring of geographical data. Or in other words, as mentioned here, I can say a geographical information system is a tool which can accept large volumes of spatial data derived from a variety of sources, retrieve, manipulate, analyze, and display them accordingly to user-defined specifications. In digital image processing, you require remote sensing data. At the same time, you need to focus on what are the softwares, either it is proprietary softwares or it is free and open source softwares. You need to use that softwares for getting the information, or you can say for extracting the information. And always we need the global navigation satellite system, or you can say GPS, and it is necessary to validate the data set, or you sometimes for the verification of data set. I'm not going to read the definitions of global navigation satellite system. You will get the information from the books. Today, before proceeding ahead for the sources of remote sensing data, we should understand what are the applications of geospatial technology. Generally, when I deliver the talk, at that time I convey that there are n number of applications of geospatial technology. I can say when where human thinking stops, at that time only the applications of geospatial technology starts. For that, I would like to share one experience with you. I was in IRS Dehradun in 2015, and at that time one expert came there, and along with me, not in Dehradun, I was in Nainital, Nainital University. And at that time, one expert came there, and there is one participant who belonged to sociology, being a sociological background or from human perspective. He told that if you talk about Maharashtra, in Maharashtra, the number of suicides of farmers are much more. What we can do to stop the suicides of the farmers? All the participants laughed that how we can stop the suicide. Suppose this is the time that one person is going to suicide himself, and satellite is observing that person is going to suicide, take the suicide. Is it possible to stop his suicide? It is common thinking, but the expert is expert, and he told that yes, we can stop the suicides of the farmers, and for that purpose, we need to perform image analysis. We surprise. Is it possible to while using image analysis to is it we can stop the suicides? And he suggested that we can perform NDVI, that is normalized differential vegetation index, and after calculating NDVI, we can estimate the rate of droughtness. And while estimating the rate of droughtness, we can provide alert that this year the drought is more severe than usual drought. And at that time, we may conduct the government agencies, non-government agencies may conduct the various sessions for the awareness program to the farmers, and in this way we can restrict the suicides of the farmers. That's why I told you the applications of geospatial technology are n in number. It stops with human thinking only. Applications of geospatial technology, it includes resource management, land use planning. Most of the researchers focus on land use and land cover planning, especially the researchers who are working in the area of urban planning, rural planning, environmental studies. They are focusing on land use planning and land use studies. Agriculture is also one of the area where image analysis is widely used, and it is also one of the applications of geospatial technology. Forestry, we can find out if time permits. I will demonstrate how did I calculate the changing dimensions of forest in the Sangmeshwar Taluka of Konkan region. We will decide as a practical example. I can demonstrate to you. Water resources management, rural and urban planning, environmental management, risk management, business marketing, real estate management, facility mapping. These are the various applications of the geospatial technology. Also, transportation management, telecommunication, mining, government agencies are today now widely using the geospatial technology for their day-to-day decision making. Also, in defense, we can use the geospatial technology with wider perspective in emergency operations, crime management, epidemiology, archaeology, good governance, education, etc. So on. In economics, in sociology, in botany, in chemistry, from whichever your background you are, you can use the remote sensing and GIS technology. That's I can say geospatial technology for the study of these various aspects, and the image analysis plays a significant role in all these applications related to various aspects, either it is related to environment or settlements or any other aspect. When we talk about remote sensing data, sometimes we say that it is not in cup of tea that we can get the remote sensing data. It was the time of 2000, and before that in 1990s, in 2000, even up to 2005, we were unable to get the data set. Even we were unable to get the GIS software. I get back in 2007 when I went to Bharatidasan University to learn the GIS. At that time, I learned ArcGIS, but I couldn't practice it after returning because it was very hard to get the softwares like ArcGIS. But now either you are using free and open source data sets and GIS softwares, or even for proprietary softwares, you can get the some license copies on for a tenure. Because suppose ISRI is providing a certificate course, you might be aware about it. If you are not aware, kindly note down that ISRI is providing one online course on cartography, and this course for this year, for 2023, the course will start in the month of February, and it will end on 22nd April. And for that period, I think for these 2 months, you will get the subscription of ArcGIS Pro, and you can do any work within these 2 months using your system and using the license copy which is provided by ISRI for ArcGIS Pro. So I'm telling here that to get the software, either it is proprietary software or it is free and open source software, it is not hard task for today. Today we are going to talk about sources of free and open source data, and one of them is Globis. What is Globis? That is Global Visualization Viewer, and it is one of the quick and easy online search and order tool selected satellite and aerial data. If you visit the Globis data, you can Google it, and after Googling, you will reach the Globis website, and from Globis you will find any type of data set, and it includes the digital orthophoto quadrangle, that is DOQs are there, EO1, that is Earth Observation 1, all Earth observing advanced land imaging are freely available to this Globis website. Then Hyperion, UO1 Hyperion data, then GLS, that is Global Land Survey, Landsat 4 5 TM, Landsat 7. These are the various data set which are freely available through this Globis website. Kindly visit this website and you can download the data set which is necessary for your research work. Okay. The next source is NASA Earth Observation. It is generally called as NEO. NASA Earth Observation has more than 50 data sets. If you visit the website at that time, you can find, and mostly data is available concerning the it is atmosphere, land, ocean, energy, environmental, and much more on daily and weekly monthly frequency. You can find the some data is available for monthly frequency for every month that we are the geographers, and generally we focus on spatial and temporal dimensions of the data. And if you visit this data, you can download the data related to atmosphere, related to land use, related to energy. For example, the persons those who are working in the area of renewable energy or in the area of environmental management, they can download the data set free of cost using this NEO website. Mostly data is available in the geotip format, and you can download that data set. You can use any GIS software for the analysis of the data, and you can extract the information which is necessary for your research work. We will now talk about USGS Earth Explorer. Most of the researchers, those who are working in the area of remote sensing and image analysis, they widely use the USGS Earth Explorer to download the data and to get the data. Either this data is imaging in the, either it is in imaging or non-imaging, or it is related with the, you can say, DEM data, that is Aster GDM type of data is available, and you can download it is from USGS Earth Explorer portal. And it provides the MODIS data and advanced very high resolution radiometric resolution data. Such type of advanced data is also available from USGS Earth Explorer. Next source is ESA's Sentinel data, and it is considered as advanced type of remote sensing data. The Copernicus Open Access Hub, and it was previously known as Sentinel Scientific Data Hub. It provides free and open access to Sentinel 1, Sentinel 2, Sentinel 3 user products, and it's starting from in orbit commissioning or review. And you can download the data related to your topic using these websites. Next is NASA Earth Data, and it provides also free data, remote sensing data in free of cost. With the retirement of the Reverb data search and discovery system on January 2018, the Earth data search is the primary means for searching and discovering NASA Earth observing data. And it is the result, if you compare that, I mean the searching result for the data, it is much more faster as compared to other types of data. And it provides the uh, data related to various products, and it is the data is mostly related to SMFA, JSON, Metasat, allows TRMM. Such type of remote sensing data is available through this NASA Earth data. Next, NOAA class, that is National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. And NOAA class has distinct online data library system, and it provides free data source. Also, the data which is provided through NOAA class is qualitative one. I mean, if you compare the data sets uh, related to atmospheric applications, you will get most qualitative data from this data library. NOAA stands for National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, and CLASS stands for Comprehensive Large Array Data stewardship system. And you will use you can download the data, and it can be used by the defense and other purposes. Especially the NASA has launched some satellites for the defense purpose, also for environmental studies, and some geostationary data set is also available through this portal. I request you kindly access the portal after this lecture. You will get wonderful results from this NOAA class. Its further extension is NOAA Digital Coast. And if you interested in coastal areas, information or satellite imageries of coastal areas, at that time you will find the data set which is related to coastal areas from this NOAA Digital Coast, and you can download that data set, you process that data, and you can work in your research work. Next is IPPMUS Terra. IPPMUS Terra, and it integrates. What is the distinction of this data set? It integrates the population data, and that integrated data can also be downloaded by visiting this IPPMS MUS portal, and it provides the global environmental data, and allowing users to obtain customized data sets, and that incorporates the data from multiple sources. The portal itself incorporates the data from multiple sources, and that data set or that remote sensing data you can download and you can work in your research work. Next one is LANs, that is land atmosphere near real time capability for EOS, that is Earth Observation System. And this data set is available free of cost, and it provides AIRS data, MSSR2 data, MISR data, MLS, Moody's, OMI, VI, VIIRS, etc. The data which is collected using these various equipments or various instruments can be downloaded by visiting the LANS portal. Next one is Vito Vision. If you talk about Vito Vision, it provides the data in word itself. You can guess that it provides the data related to vegetation, and there's a data collected from Spot 5 and METOP satellites or sensors. That data can be downloaded by visiting this geoportal. The next one is Bhuvan, and this is Indian geoportal which provides the data set, satellite data, either it is 3D data or 2D data, and even you can get the other open data archives by visiting this portal. I'm proceeding ahead towards this Bhuvan Geo portal because it is Indian, and we are celebrating 75th year of independence. So it is my prime duty that I should focus on Indian Geo portal. But before that, please keep in mind that there are n number of open sources. Only I listed till now. If we exclude Bhuvan, till before Bhuvan, I talk about 10 geo portals which are providing free and open source data, remote sensing data, and one is 11. If you Google, you will find more sources, and you can download the data related to your topic using that source. Now I am moving towards the Bhuvan geo portal. Bhuvan is a Indian geo portal, and it provides the data set related to various aspects. You will find when you visit bhuvan.nrsc.gov.in, you will find here Bhuvan 2D portal is different, Bhuvan 3D is different, Bhuvan Light, Open Data Archive, Climate and Environment, Bhunidhi Vista. This is also one of the sub portal. Then you will get the data set related to e-commerce, tourism, urban, rural planning, thematic services, open services, disaster management services. Even one more facility that Indian Geoportal has provided, that is you can create your own GIS map in this Bhuvan portal. Also, you can see that Bhuvan central applications are here. That is central ministries. There are some central ministries which are using this Bhuvan Geo portal. Also, there are some special applications. G governance dashboard is there. You might be aware that the birth date of Atal Bihari Ji Vajpayee, that is 25th December, is regularly celebrated as Good Governance Day. And in that connection, G Governance dashboard is important for us. If you are interested to work in the area of G Governance or Good Governance, at that time you can access this Bhuvan Geo portal. Now we will see how to download the various types of data sets using the open data archive. For that purpose, you need to click here on open data archive. When you click here an option will come to log in and register. If you don't have your account, it is very simple as to create Gmail account. You just click on login, and there at the bottom there will be an option register. Click on register and just provide your information, and after providing an information and confirmation email, a confirmation email will be sent to your registered email id. And if you confirm your email id, you can log in to this Indian Geo portal, and you can download the free and open source free remote sensing data free of cost. If you click here satellite sensor, it will ask either you are interested in OCM, that is Ocean Sat 2, either you are interested in Resource Sat 1, Research Sat 2, and list 3 data set. Either you are interested in IMS1 hyperspectral data, it is hyperspectral data, then Cartosat 1, Resource Sat 1, Research Sat 2, AWIFS data is there, then SCAT SAT, that is scatterometer. This data is also available from satellite and sensor. And if you click here, if you click on theme and product, you see automatically land and terrain data, this option will be available here. Land vegetation, ocean physical. Suppose I click here on ocean physical, automatically again some sub options will come here. It is daily ocean heat content of 700-meter layer, daily ocean mean temperature and heat content of different layers, daily tropical cyclone heat potential. If I click here, automatically it will provide you just need to select range, and if you select the range, automatically data will be available for the downloading. If you click on programs and project, here are two projects are there: Cartosat DEM arc second, 1 meter arc second, then National Information System for Climate and Environmental Studies. Okay, uh, you need to decide what type of data you require, and if you decide that I'm going to work in the coastal areas, accordingly you need to select the products. Today I will just click here to demonstrate, and I will click here resource at list 3 image data. See, automatically these various tiles have came here. You can zooming for your region in lesser time. Suppose I am interested in this region, it is related to Bombay High and other parts. No, I will go to Ratnagiri, and I am interested in this tile. Here, bounding box is there. If you enter latitudes and longitudes, minimum, maximum, at that time you can select the tiles. Another option is map sheet. Kindly, you can provide the toposit number, and while you entering toposit number, again you can select the data set for your region. If you click here on tiles, just click on start. See, I have selected here. And if I am interested to select the multiple tiles, at that time I should press on control button on my keyboard, and should select the tiles in which I am very much interested. See, I have selected here 5 tiles with the view to download the list 3 data. At that time, suppose my selection is complete, at that time I should click on stop button and then go to next button. Here you can see for the various dates, for the various dates, the data set is available. See here, selection for backlog, composite number is provided here, bounding box is provided here, date of pass it is provided here. Suppose I am interested in forest cover change detection analysis. What I will do, I need to collect the data, I need to take the remote sensing data which represent the same month. Suppose I am collecting the data set for the month of May for the year 2008. After 5 years, after 2008 for the year 2013, I may select the satellite imagery for the same month. At that time only, either using supervised classification technique or unsupervised classification technique, we can extract the correct information which is related to our research topic. Here you can view the data set for where, see, it is related. You can view the data set and you can decide either you are interested to download that data set or not. Then click second, see for the same region. Okay, see the temporal, this is for October 2008, next is November 2011, next is February 12, same data set. But you will look if you are a student of geoinformatics, at that time you maybe identify the differences in these data sets. If you look in this image and see the first image here, there are differences in spectral signatures, and it is only because of the month and the situation of rainfall and the situation of greenery at that place. Accordingly, spectral signature changes and it affects on the quality of classification of your data set. I'm not going to download any data set because I'm not interested to work. My main motive was to demonstrate how we can download the data set using Indian Geo platform of ISRO, that is Bhuvan Geo portal. Kindly access this data set and download the data sets as per your need. Again, I would like to demonstrate on Cartosat 1. Generally, when we research for geomorphology, or you can say for profiles, or for watershed management, and for generation of contours and other things, that in physical geography, at that time DEM data, that is digital elevation model of any region, is important one. And when we talk about DEM, at that time certainly a sensor comes in our mind, that is Aster GDM. But nowadays, Indian Geoportal, that is Bhuvan, is also providing the 3D data, that is DEM data. And if you talk about the resolution, it has 1 arc view second. And if you talk about Aster GDM data's resolution, it is 1.5 arc view second. And at the equator, 1 arc view second is equal to 30.67 meters something, 30 point something something. You just find it, or you can Google it, you will find the information there. I'm not getting the exact figure, but it is above 30, 30 point something. And when the data set is 1.5 arc view seconds, at that time the resolution of that data will be 45 meters. And this point you need to understand what is happening. Persons are downloading the data, they are downloading the data for 30-meter resolution or 1 arc view second resolution, and they are generating the contours at the interval of 2 meter, 4 meter, 5 meter or 10 meter. At that time you need to understand the system will generate the contour, but that contour elevation may not be accurate. Why? Because the resolution of the data set is 1 arc view second, means vertically there is accuracy, or spatially, not vertically, spatially its resolution is 30 meter. It means any change which is occurring within 30 meters, that change can be detected by the sensor. So please keep in mind, after downloading this data set and while generating the contours, you can generate the contours at the interval of more than 30 meters. For students, I am teaching how to generate the contours at the interval of 2 meters, at the interval of 5 meter, at the interval of 10 meter. But scientifically, when we are using this Cartosat DEM dataset, at that time contour interval should be more than 30 meter. See, I have selected here Cartosat 1. I'm going to start here because I'm using the option like tiles. And if I click here, okay, this data set is selected. Then I will click on stop, go to next button. See here, I will click on view. You can able to observe the valleys and mountains in the region. And this data, if you download here, you just click on download. It will download and it will ask to save. I will download this data set. See, to the digital image processing, save. Yes, the data has been downloaded. See, within a fraction of seconds, the data has been downloaded. It is in compressed form. You need to extract all, extract. Okay, it is extracted. Now I am going to demonstrate Global Mapper GIS software. We have Global Mapper 13 uh, because in 2012 we had purchased it. If we talk about today, more than 22nd version is there in the market, and the cost of Global Mapper is very less as compared to other proprietary softwares. And if you purchase the advanced version, it is not necessary to visit all the open sources separately using Google Chrome. In Global Mapper itself, you will find here that open free maps imagery from online sources. It is available here, and see here you can download the worldwide high resolution imagery from Digital Globe Premium, Aster GDM data, DRG, USGS digital, raster graphics, then MapMat, then NAIP color imagery. For US, it is 1 meter resolution data, OpenStreetMap, United States elevation data, that is NAD, then world imagery, world street map, so on. N number of resources are listed here, and these resources are you will find here as a population popular sources, premium content imagery, terrain data, US data, and worldwide data. I'm not going to demonstrate on how to download the data using this software, but my demonstration is the persons, those who are working in the area of watershed management, are in the area of physical geography. They are interested in cross sections. For them this presentation is will be very much helpful. When you click on open data, at that time you need to click here on yes to all elevation data. Either the system is asking that either you are interested in raster image data or you are interested in elevation data. Our image is digital elevation file, that is digital elevation model, and we are interested in elevation. So I will click here yes to all. See, this is the data set, and you can easily extract the contours. You can easily extract the drainages, and for that purpose there are various options are available in this software. For the persons those who are interested to work using global mapper, I can provide the key for a month, and later on I can take back it by doing certain changes in the system. Here on this ribbon, you will find some options: open data, then save workspace, download online data, then start setup map, then open control center configuration, zoom in, zoom out, then restore last drawn viewer, full view, then it is zoom tool, hand pan, measure. 3D path, this is one of the important applications. Generally, we are interested in profile. You might be studied the profiles in geomorphology. See, here you can see what are the undulations in the topography of the region. If you are working on a river and you are interested in longitudinal profile, at that time within a fraction of seconds you can get the longitudinal profile, and it will be helpful for the analysis of data and for your research topic. Here I have calculated cut and fill volume, that how much cut and fill is required in any region to get the land in equal position. For example, you might be aware about the Konkan Railway, and Konkan Railway is traveling through the undulating topography. At that time, engineers spent lots of days with the view to calculate the cut and fill. But using the global mapper software, you can calculate the amount of cut and fill immediately, or you can say within a fraction of seconds and minutes. See here, just I put only 2 points. One is starting and another one is ending. And at that time, I can find out the line of sight. In geomorphology, you might be completed the practical of visibility, and that practical can be completed here by setting only 2 or 3 places. You can find either these places are visible to each other or not. And what is my observation is that when you are working in geomorphology, at that time, this global mapper software and the analysis of 3D data, that is digital elevation model using global mapper software, is very much useful as compared to other softwares. Okay. Now I will demonstrate on how to generate contours, then how to demarcate watersheds, and how to demarcate the streams. First of all, generate contours. If you click here on file, just go to generate contours, click here. I have clicked here. It is by default, the contour interval is 50 meters. I leave it is, or I will make it 30. Okay, or even you can set here as ci as 10 meter. But why, before setting the contour interval, you should be aware about the resolution of the data set. That is, when we talk about Indian geoportal data, it has 30 arc view second spatial resolution. One arc view second spatial resolution means 30 meter spatial resolution is there. So I will put here as a 30. Okay. It is asking that only generate contour lines at specified heights. No, not necessary to click here. Generate contours within the following ranges. Why it has taken the following range minus 255 and plus 1531 meters? Because the highest elevation of the region is 1531 meters and lowest elevation is 255 meters. Okay. I clicked here, generate spot elevation, interpolate to fill small gaps, then append unit, smooth contours, etc. Click on OK. It is now generating the contours. It is taking time. Before that, please convey either am I audible or not. It will take couple of minutes. If you set the contour interval 2 meter, 5 meter, 10 meter, at that time it will take much more time. If the contour interval is high, at that time it will take lesser time. But see, what are your applications? If you are interested to work in coastal areas, at that time 2 meter contour interval is also good. And accordingly, you can set the contour interval. See. These are the contours which are generated here. I'm going to export before, because if you are interested to work on the same contours, you need to export. For that purpose, here is one option, export vector format. I clicked here on export vector format. It will ask either in shape file or any other files. If it is in any other files, at that time it will not have any further meaning. So just click on save files, click OK, click on OK. You need to click here export lines, and if you click here it will ask for the path. I'm going here, it is 30 meter. Click OK. If you are interested in benchmark points, click on export points. While giving the name, take care that that name should provide an accurate information to you in further processing of the data. Okay. Unload all. Yes. It is asking either you are interested to save the project for future work. I will save here. Now I am going to open the contours. See, 30-meter contours in shape file format. These are the contours. You need to spend lots of time to digitize the contours uh, from the topo sheets, and I think this is the best way to get the contours. There is one question some scholars are asking, that the contours which are found on topo sheets and the contours generated using digital elevation model are not matching. The survey was conducted years before. It may be conducted before 50 years, 100 years, 150 years. And due to the denudational processes, there may be change in the topography, and that's why there may be reason that the contours are not matching together. Otherwise, the remote sensing data provides very accurate information. We should not question on the contours generated by the system using this open data sets. And before proceeding ahead, you should be aware that you should have conceptual clarification for each and every aspect. For example, when I was in IRS, there was one planner, urban planner, and he was from Chennai. As a curiosity, one day I was discussing with him, and he told me that GIS is useless and it is providing inaccurate information. I just took his system and checked, and I asked him, "What is your problem?" He told that contour are in minus. I asked him what does mean by contour. He just told he don't know what does mean by contour. And the contours which were showing the minus elevation in minus, they were belonging to the coastal region. I mean the area which is covered by the Arabian Sea. So in any application you should have knowledge of fundamentals related to that. Okay, again I am going to open the digital elevation model. Oh, sorry, unload all tip format. Yes to all. Okay, see, generate watershed. This is important task. Watershed bounds, you can define watershed bounds, or you can select your shape file to create the bound. Suppose this imagery is covering lots of area, and in that imagery you have your own shape file. At that time you can select here crop to selected area features, and at that time your shape file should be also overlaid on this layer and it should be selected. Here watershed options are available. Here, create watershed areas showing drainage to streams, interpolate to fill small gaps in data, smooth streams to improve appearance, and advanced show flow accumulation. That type of estimation is possible using this data set. I clicked on all and I will click here on OK. It will take some time to generate the watersheds, and you can use that watershed for any other studies related to your research topic. Just wait for a couple of minutes. It will generate the watersheds. It will generate the streamlines, and we can use that streamlines and watersheds in our research. But sometimes it provides inaccurate information also. Suppose there is a small dam. At that time the drainage or stream will come to that dam, and another stream will originate from the lower side of that dam, and the gap in between will remain as it is. We need to find out such type of errors, and we need to rectify such type of errors, and if we could do rectification of such matters, at that time it we can calculate or we can determine the watersheds within a very short span of time. It will taking one more minute because it is estimated time is 5:25. We will see either it will be able to complete within time or not, because it is filling the depressions. Sometimes there are depressions, system automatically filling. If the small gaps are there, system is doing the necessary work in the background to fill these small gaps, so that the results or outputs which you are receiving, that will have more quality. Again, the time it is showing more 4 minutes. Till the work is going on in the background, we will discuss. Okay, I will stop here screen sharing for 4 to 5 minutes. The work will be performed in the background. Dear friends, it was a small fill gap at my end, like the GIS doing the fill gap work in the background. Likewise, I tried to demonstrate as an emergency with the view to provide some additional resources to you. If you have any queries, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If I could can give the answer, I will give. Otherwise, I will also uh, try to get additional knowledge and I will provide to you. Please. Yes, here can we join to DEM tiles using global mapper? Yes, we can join with the using global mapper. or you should be use interoperability of the data sets, that you can open the same tip files in any other software like ADAS Imagine or any other software. And there also you can mosaic, and in global mapper also it is possible to mosaic the uh, various tiles, because we our area, I mean the research area may be larger, it may be covering the 3 to 4 tiles or more than that. At that time mosaicing it is necessary, and we can do this. Next, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yeah, Nirmala Raut has raised hand. Ma'am, please ask your question. Oh, I think it will take much more time, because now it is showing that estimated time is more 20 minutes. I think there is no meaning to uh, wait for such thing. But if you are interested, yes, I can provide. One person asked that Belgavi district. I will provide the same files for entire India if you are interested to work up to taluka level. You just need to check either your either the shape of your district is right or wrong, and these data sets can be downloaded. I will show here one more link. Yeah, just again I am going to share my window. To download the shape files, you just need to visit the portal, that is Diva GIS, DIVA GIS, GIS. If you go here, free, simple, effective data, the sources which I have demonstrated within last 1.5 hour, it was related to remote sensing data. But Diva GIS is providing free spatial data, that is vector data. And you can download the country level data, you can download the global data, you can download the global climate data and species occurrence data, crop collection data, near global data, 30-meter, etc. I will click here on country level data. If you select, for example, I will select here India. Yeah, what type of data you require, either administrative data, inland water, roads, railroads, elevation country mass, land cover country mass, population country mass, and gazetteer. I will click here on country administrative areas. Just click on OK. The zip file will be downloaded here. If not downloaded, again click on download, it will be downloaded. And as usual, you need to extract that zip file, and you will be able to open all types of data. Just as a sample, I will show here the data set which can be downloaded using Diva GIS. I will open QGIS software, and using QGIS 3.26, I will open the set files which I have downloaded using this Diva GIS. But please take care. You can use the boundaries of states. You can use the boundaries of districts, tehsils, etc. But for when you are going to use the shape file of India, please don't use the shape file of India downloaded from Diva GIS, because it is not showing the area which is occupied by POK and COK. And as per the bill passed by Indian government, it may be offensive punish if you if you are not depicting the area in map of India which is covered by POK and COK. So as a shape file uh, for entire country, don't use the shape file of India, but for district level data or for tehsil level data, state level data, you can use the shape files. Yes, India admin, India outline, India states, India tehsil, India districts. Yes, admin 2, SHP add. Okay, you will find here that POK and COK is not covered in this map, but rest of the parts for entire district you can download the shape files using this source. Shashikala has raised her hand. Ma'am, do you have any question? Please ask. Sir, there are any standard format to identify the feature from satellite histogram? These parts will be demonstrated in the coming upcoming sessions, and at that time it will be covered. If not covered, again I am going to deliver a session on unsupervised classification. At that time, definitely I will cover this. Dear part, yeah, Belgavi, I will. Hello, Shashikala Hande madam, does your problem solve here? Yeah, supervised classification will be covered by Dr. B. Mahalingam, and who is one of the experts in the field of supervised classification, and he will cover that topic. At that time, please ask your questions. Tambe madam,
Yes, sir.
please proceed towards conclusion. I
Yeah,
think
sure,
we
sir.
should stop here because global mapper still showing more than 20 minutes.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. It takes time. Sometimes for the iterations running, it may take 2 hours, 3 hours. Depends upon the area on which you are performing the analysis. But we can get the watersheds and the lines in between after filling the necessary gaps very easily as compared to other softwares.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, for giving us a very informative lecture here in an emergency, even though today's lecture is cancelled. And also many thanks to the students who listened this lecture with the great patience. Thank you, sir. Thank you, all the students. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear participants. Tomorrow's lecture will be delivered by Dr. Subhash Chavre, sir. Kindly be on time and kindly use the same link. Same link. Again, there is hand at the end of Shashikala, madam. Ma'am, are you going to ask any question or shall we end the meeting?
Sir, the link is same for every section, right?
Yeah, yeah. For every session, there will be the same link. Same link. Hande, madam.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, thank you. Because I saw your raised hand, I thought that again you are interested to ask some questions.
No, no, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, very good evening.
Sir, how to download data for shape files at taluka level? Do we have any
Yeah,
proper
Divaj, yes,
site,
I
sir?
just demonstrated now.
Sir, I
Using
need some data. Sir, I need some data for attribute table. Do we have
attribute
any?
tables.
Yeah,
For
looking as
what
census.
type of data?
Sir, just like in attribute table, if I go with taluka level, their literacy rate, their
Yeah,
households,
you can
male, female.
download that data from census website, and it is available
Yeah,
in Excel format. Just later on, perform the attribute joining using any GIS software. Either you are using
yeah.
ArcGIS or QGIS. In open source, QGIS is the best one.
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm trying for 3 days, sir. The site Census of India is not working. It's not
No, no,
opening, sir.
yeah, it will
Is there
work
any
because
alternative?
very recently for MA dissertation, I demonstrated the same to my students, and I think that if it is not working, there may be problem at your. But in which software did you try?
Sir, sir, I just browse in Chrome.
No, no, no. You just
In
visit the official
ArcGIS
website
Pro.
of Census of India. From there, you
Yeah.
can download district level data even state level data in Excel formats.
Sir, but the site is not opening, sir. Sir, I'll try again, sir. Okay.
You try again. You try again. You try again.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Welcome.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, yes,
Hello.
please. Yes, please.
Sir, I want to know about the other applications of Global Mapper. Is there image classification,
No,
machine
no, no, no,
learning?
no, no, no. No. Actually, the global mapper software's main focus is to work in the area related to geomorphology, that is profiling, contour generation, watershed demarcation, and system is doing itself. Or you need to provide only digital illusion model. Uh, there are other application, but it is not you can't perform the image classification in the older versions. In newer versions there may be possibility, but I didn't try.
Okay, uh, then the elevation measurement and profile analysis. These are the easier tasks
Yeah, it is
because
easiest. You can take the outputs of these data sets and you can use in your QGIS, you can use in your ArcGIS or any other software.
yes, because I have seen in ArcGIS for basin demarcation. At first, there is so many steps.
Yeah,
Uh,
so many steps.
population
But
measurement.
here you can demarcate within fraction of seconds only. Only iteration time will be depend upon how much area you are going to cover and uh, at what interval you are demarcating the watersheds and water lines.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Shall we end the meeting? Okay, I think yes, yes.
Yes, sir, sure.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Again, Sashikala has raised her hand. Sure, I will share the PPT. I will share the PPT.
So shall we leave
Where, sir?
now?
In WhatsApp group, na, sir?
Yeah, in WhatsApp group, I will share the PPT.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Okay.
So shall we leave?
Yes, please. I am going to end the meeting.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.